YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an unbagging or reveal or unboxing or whatever the heck you want to call it, because it's not a true unboxing, but you've never seen it before, and it's pretty much a new to me bag within the last week, so I can't wait to show you. This purchase is the result of Living Luxe with Meredith's vlog sale. Living Luxe with Meredith is a channel I like to watch, and Meredith is actually friends with Connor from Conrad's Closet, I believe is his channel. I'll link his channel and her channel down below, and I kind of discovered them through Dale from Dale's Addiction. All three are from Australia, and I will link all three of their channels down below. But I enjoy watching them, and a friend of mine, Joshy Michael, told me he had seen that Meredith had a vlog sale going on. And by the time I got there, it was almost all sold out. And that was just later in the day that she had posted this vlog sale. She was selling 22 of her bags, and what's crazy is that I snagged the very best bag for me, and she only had a couple of bags left at the point that I got into the picture, and so it was like serendipitous that I was able to get this bag. And after I purchased it, I put my Fendi Baguette with the black trim up for sale along with the wallet, and I was able to sell that on to one of you lovely subscribers, and she has received it and loves it, and I'm so excited for her. And I sold that bag because it would basically, it's not like it's duplicated by this one, but it's certainly in the same color family, same idea, so I didn't want to have both. And let me tell you, that time period between when I purchased this bag that I'm going to show you and when I sold that other bag, it was stressful, and it was only like 2 days, but I felt like this sense of panic and anxiety because I had purchased something and I didn't have the money to comfortably pay for it until I sold the other bag. But I didn't want to miss the sale, and so I just went for it. And so luckily it all worked out in the end. And the monetary outlay that I had to basically swap these bags was around $400 to do this swapperoo where I sold a wallet and a bag, and then I got a new bag. And so here it is. It is in its Fendi dust bag. I didn't get a box with it. It was shipped from Australia, and it would have been so expensive to ship it with a box. But Connor, he shipped it super fast. I think he shipped it on a Monday, and I had it by Friday. And that was amazing. I was so super stoked about getting it that quickly. And so I've had a chance now to use this for a few days, and I've tested it out with a whole bunch of straps. And I think I have it sort of figured out how I want to wear the bag. And it was not easy because I had some issues with this style in the past. I'll link the video down below, and I'll talk about it a little more once I show you what's in here. So without further ado, we've had lots of ados to get to this point. Let me show you what I got from Meredith. Here we go. So Connor from Conrad's Closet, he does run a resale business, and he's great. And the bag I got was the Fendi Medium Baguette in the embossed Napa leather. And it is, I believe, in the color pink, but I'm not 100% sure that that is the color name. Fendi seems to have had some different pinks over the years, and I have come across so many of them in the process of sort of researching for this video. I have seen like a Rosa Quartz, I've seen Soap, I've seen Cypria. I had the baguette that I had before, I believe it was in the color Soap, but now I'm not so sure. I think they've had a lot of shades, just like Chanel has a lot of shades in their Beige Clair color palette. Like different seasons of Beige Clair are different. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on with Fendi. I just don't know Fendi well enough to know, but I have had one of these baguettes in the past, and I had it in this minty green color or seafoam green. That was the exact same bag that Dale's Addiction currently has and absolutely loves, with the embossed or debossed FFs all over it. And I had ordered that bag, I think from Italist, And when it came, it was the same sort of situation as you get with Farfetch, where they work with boutiques all over Italy. And the boutique that shipped it to me shipped it with the corner of the flap folded up, which put permanent creases across here. And it ruined the bag, in my opinion. And so I had to return it. I was able to successfully return it and not be charged any custom fees or anything. I got all my money back, thank goodness. But when I had that bag, I was so disheartened with the fact that the corner was turned up that I really didn't give it a chance. And for me, when I did the video, I talked about how I was disappointed that this strap was only basically a top handle or a crook of the arm strap. And this strap here was basically only a shoulder strap. And this thicker strap on the shoulder just doesn't work the best for me. And so I want to wear this bag crossbody and I want to figure out a way to make it work. And so over the past few days, I've been playing bags in my closet, much like I used to play with Barbies a long, long time ago. And in the process of playing bags, I have created a bag charm for this bag that makes it crossbody eligible. And I basically used a little section of chain that came from Amazon. And I used a little ring. This is a little mini ring that came from a company called Motto. And I cut the chain to be the length I wanted it to be. I actually made two of them originally to put one on both sides, and that puts it in a crossbody position that a lot of people would absolutely love. But for me, I like my crossbodies a little higher, not as high as this bag is whenever I don't have any sort of extension, but I'll show you exactly where I like for this bag to be because it is all set up and ready to go. And so let's do that. And then I'll show you some of the other strap options that I have found that I think could really work for it as well. So I'm just wearing a very casual outfit, but this bag works with it. I mean, it can be casual, it can be dressy, and I really like it with this little chain right here. I feel like it adds a little bit of bling that brings this gold buckle out. It's the same sort of a distressed finish, and because the hook on the Fendi strap swivels, it's easy to keep it from being all twisted up, and it also keeps the strap from being torqued into an uncomfortable position. And as you can see, I have a nice thick strap going over my shoulder and behind my back. And if I want to make it look a little more casual, I can put this section on the back side instead of on the front side, and it looks great there too. But for comfort purposes, this is just slightly, just barely more comfortable than having the chain right there. And I do think it adds a fun little pop of bling there in the front. So that is my first strap solution to making this gorgeous bag work. I have been anti Fendi Baguette because I just couldn't find a way to make the strap work out in my mind, and I do think this works very well. Now on the pre-loved market and on Fendi's website, you can find these strap-you straps, which are like a guitar strap that have FFs all over them. And on the Fendi website, they're like $920, which is crazy. And I was looking at them, and they have one that's called pink, and they have one that's called pale pink. And I have no idea if this is pink or pale pink or something else. And I can't figure out how to find out. So if you know, please tell me in the comments section how to know what my color is. I have two different codes on the inside, an RFID code as well as a long like serial sort of number. But I don't know if part of that is the color or part of it's the date or how to decipher it. And I haven't been super successful in trying to figure that out. I'm just a novice to this brand. But what I will tell you is I found out that the color of this bag is the same color almost as the pink strap that I have for my multi-pochette accessoire by Louis Vuitton. So let me grab that strap. So here's the strap. I would never in a million years wear a Louis Vuitton strap with a Fendi bag where it says Louis Vuitton on it like this, but it just so happens I have a generic pink strap that's meant to look like this Louis Vuitton strap, and I'm going to go ahead and grab it and I'll try that on with you. So there is the generic strap, and you can tell it's just very slightly different in shade, but it's really close. So I could definitely pull off this strap as well if I wanted to wear like a more comfortable guitar style strap, but honestly I really prefer the Fendi strap. I think that with my little charm on it, it looks really nice. So I found a couple of those guitar straps that were Fendi brand, and I had Fashion Files send me photographs of those straps next to a multi-pochette accessoire strap in the pink color, and they're pretty different as far as I can tell. I don't know if it would look right or not. I think basically the color of the straps that they have are more of that soap color, that paler color, and it could really complement this darker pink because I think they're in the same family. This is just darker, hence being called maybe pink versus pale pink, but I don't know. And I know I could order it, but I don't want to hassle with a return if it doesn't work. And I am kind of digging the original strap combo I showed you, so I'm not sure I need to spend the money to get one of those straps. The third option I wanted to show you is this chain. I believe this is called the flattened curve chain, and it's a chain by Samorga, and it is a shinier gold than the Fendi hardware, but it is the same sort of yellow tone. And so I think it really works, and it is a great way to dress up the bag. I am not crazy about how this bag looks as a shorter shoulder bag because of the length of the bag. Whenever you have a shorter chain strap, and Fendi even makes shorter chain straps like a 26-inch or 23-inch length, and those lengths to me look odd with this bag, but I do just absolutely love it crossbody, and I wish that they would have taken that into consideration whenever they created the strap situation, maybe gave us an adjustable strap moment. But I know this bag is meant to be like a loaf of bread that you carry under your arm, so we can't ask for those things. That was not their design intent, but I know I'm not the only one out there who feels this way. So this strap drops the bag a little lower, but I really like the chain strap on it, and this chain strap's actually really comfortable because it is flat and it has sort of rounded edges. And so that is another great option. Now, Samorga can be kind of an expensive brand to order from because of their shipping. And this hardware is actually plated in real gold, which is really nice. But I think you can find some fabulous options with Next Fashion. I know I talk about them a lot. They actually have the clips that would match the Fendi clips much better than even this Samorga clip does. I mean, the Samorga clip looks pretty good, but the ones that Paul with Next Fashion has would match even better. And he does have a lightweight, kind of thicker chain like this that would be just perfect for this bag. I just don't have that one to show you in a long length. I've got it in kind of a shorter length, but not in a long length. All that said though, I do love this bag with the chain little section there and just the original strap that it came with. I think it's very lovely this way, and I don't even have to spend any extra money to get this look, which is an added bonus. Those straps, even on Fashion File, those Fendi straps are very expensive, and I'm not even sure they would match. I'm not sure that the Fendi website straps would match. I just don't know. I really wish I knew what the name of this color was. I do think it's coming off really well on the screen. I think wearing this pink top helps to show you what this color is without blowing it out. And so if you know what the name of the color is, I would love to know. So one thing we haven't done is look inside the bag, and this bag is incredibly spacious. I already had a bag organizer from an Etsy seller I got a long time ago, and it was for the other Fendi baguette I had, and I kept it, and the color is great for the inside. I have eliminated 2 of my card cases or my key pouches that I use for card cases. And so I have like a little stack of cards right there and a little stack of cards right there. I could probably fit them inside, but I'm just trying not to overpack. And I have a little pouch right there. I've got 2 AirPods cases and a key fob. And then also there's a Tide to Go stick underneath here. And then I'm using the back pocket for some cash and a comb. And besides that, I've done 2 things, and Part of it is because this bag has absolutely no structure. So I can pull this out. This base shaper is from M Boutique Australia. My code is HBHW12 for 12% off. It was again from that other Fendi Baguette, but you can see it does offer structure in the base. And if you remove it, there is no structure for this bag. It is just a floppy, it's just a floppy mess in my opinion. I think they should have put some structure in this like they do with their embroidered ones, but having the base shaper in helps. And then the other thing that I have found helps is to put the bag organizer with your stuff in it. That's a huge help in providing the structure. I mean, all of a sudden now we have a real bag. But the last thing I have figured out is I have this board, which is essentially another M Boutique base shaper for my Dior Caro bag. And I just plop it right back in here so that the bag doesn't like slouch up against my body so much. It sits right below the zipper line, so it doesn't interfere with my back pocket. But having that in there, it just keeps this a little firmer right here. Now I still, when I wear it crossbody and I take it off, I do end up with like a little dent there sometimes, but it keeps this side smooth and it does seem to make a difference. And so that's something you could create on your own. You could just take some cardboard and laminate it or put packing tape around it to create a little board if that's something that bothers you, to have the back of your bag get dented in or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure it was something that I really couldn't see when I looked into the bag, but that would, I guess, sort of help the structure of the bag out a little bit. And all of this seems like a lot of work to make a bag work, and it is, but I do find this very beautiful. I do really, really like this. I love the color, and I love the embossing, and I love the buckle, and I love how everything fits inside. It's not like a jumbled mess. It's a really good size. The leather itself feels amazing. I don't foresee myself collecting these bags because I do think that they have a lot of issues to overcome to make them work for me. The lack of structure is an issue for sure. These bags tend to have glazing issues. This one doesn't, at least not yet. Also, the strap situation, having two straps that don't work that you have to find an alternative for, that's another major issue for me. But I am so glad I got this one. It is fabulous. I love the color. This is like a perfect color, a perfect pink for me. And so I'm delighted to have it in time for Valentine's Day. We love all our pink and red bags around this time of year. And I am planning on doing a video very soon with all of my pink and red bags in honor of the Valentine's Day. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.